Today in New York, when a pop star controversy hits the stage, the fallout is anything but music to the ears. I'm Dean Bark. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark, coming to you from New York City. Let's open with the big one. Yulduz Usmonova, the Uzbek pop icon, often called the Madonna of Central Asia, had her Brighton Beach concert canceled. The venue, the Oceana Theater in Brooklyn, pulled the plug after pressure from Bruce Blakeman, the Republican nominee for New York governor, who pointed to her past statements he characterizes as anti-Semitic. Usmonova, known for sharp political critiques of Israel, denies anti-Semitism. Her camp says future concerts are planned. Last night, there was no encore for a reportedly sold-out crowd. Here's the takeaway. A community cultural event aimed at New York's sizable Uzbek diaspora collided head-on with campaign season politics. Blakeman and local lawmakers successfully pressured the venue. Supporters call it accountability, critics call it censorship. Either way, the governor's race just stepped onto the stage. When a sold-out concert is pulled due to political pressure, it shows the power of public opinion and the thin line between cultural expression and controversy. Let's keep this train moving. In the Bronx, Westchester Square Academy, a public high school, was duped by a 28-year-old woman posing as a teenager. Prosecutors say Casey Klassen enrolled under the name Shamara Rashad, claimed she was 16 and from Ohio, and attended classes for 2 weeks. The principal, Marquez Rich, identified her real identity after checking a Facebook page. A social media search did what building security couldn't. Timeline. In April, Klassen got into the school. Later that month, after a 911 call about potential identity theft, the NYPD detained her without incident. She allegedly admitted she had lied, saying a friend coerced her to secure more public assistance, though what kind of benefits remains unclear. She is now charged with criminal impersonation and trespass. The Education Department calls it serious and a breach of public school values. It's a stark reminder that even in an age of surveillance, a determined individual can still slip through the cracks. Shifting gears. Hakeem Jeffries, the House Minority Leader from Brooklyn, is rallying New York Democrats to update the state's congressional map. The aim, according to party strategists, could be as many as 3 additional Democratic seats. This push lands amid a national redistricting arms race, sparked in part by actions from President Trump's allies in Texas and shaped by recent Supreme Court decisions that have reworked how the Voting Rights Act is applied. Context. In 2022, New York's initial maps were struck down for violating the state's anti-gerrymandering provisions. Now, Governor Kathy Hochul has voiced support for striking that provision altogether, a move that would give lawmakers far more leeway. Expect lawsuits, expert testimony, and maps redrawn again and again. Redistricting may seem like a political chess match, but its outcomes shape the very fabric of our democracy. Moving on. LaGuardia's Marine Air Terminal, also known as Terminal A, looks like a postcard from 1940, and this week, like a ghost town. Spirit Airlines, the discount carrier that held leases for all 6 gates there, shut down operations, leaving the historic hall quiet except for a private lounge. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which runs the airport, says it's courting new tenants while preparing a renovation that balances preservation with modernization. Details. Spirit began service at Terminal A in 2022 and says rising energy costs tied to the war in Iran hurt the bottom line. Concessions now sit dark, service desks are empty, and the famous Works Progress Administration mural still stares back, as if waiting for the next departure board to light up. Seeing a historic terminal empty is a vivid reminder of how quickly economic tides can shift. Terminal A is giving museum vibes, just without the gift shop. Last up, health officials have issued a measles alert in Manhattan after an unvaccinated adult resident who contracted the virus abroad visited multiple restaurants and venues. One location named by the city's partners is Norma, an Italian restaurant, and the health department is coordinating with businesses to notify possible exposures. 5 measles cases have been reported citywide this year, all linked to international travel. There's no evidence of community spread, and overall risk remains low, thanks to high vaccination coverage. Measles is highly contagious but preventable with vaccination. That's the headline. If you receive an exposure notice, follow the guidance from the health department. Last year, the city recorded about 20 sporadic measles cases, and this year's pattern looks similar. In a global city, viruses don't need a Metro card, they just need a flight. And that's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in New York City. Stay informed, stay safe, and join us again tomorrow.